Hi folks, I'm Ian Baker, the product specialist here at American RV in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Today I'm going to talk to you about the 2017 Keystone Montana 3661RL. This is a beautiful rear living unit. They've done some really cool things with the inside, and it has a rear outside entertainment center that you don't see very often on a couple's model. So let's go ahead and start up front. We'll make our way back and then head on in. So right here you'll see the painted front cap, absolutely gorgeous, nice streamlined look with the new graphics. LED lights will be inlaid here on both sides, which give it a nice aesthetic at night. Right in the center is a mirror, so that way as you are backing up your pickup, it's easier to see the kingpin. Make sure you can line it up correctly. Speaking of the kingpin, this is really cool, the MORryde hitch pin on here. You'll see that this it actually has rubber in here. This will give you 3 inches of travel, which is phenomenal, because most of your bucking and chucking you'll feel as you're starting or stopping the truck, and this really helps take a lot of that out of there, as that rubber is going to absorb a lot. So really nice for the kingpin, especially in conjunction with the suspension. I'll show you in a little bit. Take a look up front. Great storage out here. You can see it's nice and clean. Over to the side is the battery box, battery disconnect there as well, and an extra door. So if you need to access directly into the battery, it's nice and easy to grab. You'll see right up there is a light, so if you have to get into it at night, you can see what you're doing. If we come around to the side, open this up, 30-pound propane tank here, another 30-pounder on the other side for 60 pounds of propane. Your hydraulic level up system right there, this is going to be 6-point auto level. The cool thing about that is this does have a memory. So what that means is when you get to the campsite, you push a button, it levels itself out. When you're tearing down camp, you're ready to go home, just push the button again, and it will actually, the fifth wheel will move to where you dropped it off at, so you can just back your truck in nice and easy. Really cool feature. One of the other great features of Montana is this right here. Take a look at how big this garage compartment is. A lot of that is due because the drop frame system that Montana uses. They take an I-beam and then they, instead of running it all the way through, they drop another I-beam down, weld it together, and it goes underneath. And because of that, it really opens this up, giving you a ton of space. You will see a heat duct in there as well, as this is going to be heated storage, and you have a plug in there as well as your central vac dump out. The inverter is in there, and a light, so if you need to see it at night, you can easily do that. Right here is another electrical outlet, so if you again need to plug anything in outside, whether it's an electric skillet or whatever you want, it's always nice to have that right there. Maybe you want to hook up a Bluetooth speaker or something, you can do that. Or instead of a Bluetooth speaker, if you take a look up top, you'll not only see a big power awning on there with an LED light, but underneath that are 2 outside speakers. That's something fairly new for Montana. They really only started putting them in late 2016, but I love having them, you know, for obvious reasons. You want to listen to music out here, you can easily do that. Those will be controlled by your Multimedia Center inside. However, it's going to be Bluetooth capable. So if you want to sit out here and, you know, get on your smartphone or iPad and be able to control the music, you can definitely do that. Frameless windows on this coach as well. I love frameless windows. A couple different reasons. One, if you just look at them, I mean, they're just a lot more aesthetically pleasing, a lot nicer to look at, especially on a high-end luxury coach like a Montana. And also, the seals themselves are going to be behind the tinted glass. That way you're not getting UV light beaten down on them. They're not getting beat up by the elements nearly as badly. So that means that your windows are going to last longer, less chance for any kind of leaks. And the way the frameless windows open, they're going to tilt out. The cool thing about that is when it's raining, if you need to get some airflow, you can open those windows up. You don't have to worry about a bunch of water coming in. So a lot of great features with the frameless windows. Speaking of getting into your Montana can't be any easier. You have 4 steps here. They're going to be all aluminum, so you don't have to worry about rusting out on you. Also, you have rubber strips on each step, which is going to help you get grip. So that way, whether it's morning dew or it's raining, you don't have to worry about slipping on there. You'll also see a grab handle, so from the first step all the way into the last one, nice and easy to climb into the coach. Speaking of, you know, being wet with steps and stuff, if you are one that likes to camp really late into the season, you have to worry about snow or, you know, things freezing up on you, You don't have to worry about that with the Montana. This is a 4-season capable coach. Everything underneath is going to be heated and insulated, so your lines aren't going to freeze, your tanks aren't going to freeze. You have tank heaters, phenomenal for cold season camping. The other cool thing is if you're looking to go full-time, Montana recognizes full-time RVers as well. A lot of people don't know this, but a lot of your manufacturers out there, if they find out that you're RVing full-time in your fifth wheel, they'll actually pull that warranty right out from underneath you, and you won't have a warranty. Not the case with Montana. You're good for full-time living, so phenomenal feature there. Let's shoot right underneath our slide here. You'll see the tires. Those are going to be aluminum rims on there, which is awesome. That's of course will be less chance for any kind of corrosion, and right in between that is the MoRide CRE 3000 system. That, as I mentioned, we were talking about the hitch pin up front. That's going to also give you 3 inches of travel and help take a lot of the bumps out of the road, which in conjunction with that MoRide hitch pin really makes for a smooth tow experience for your brand new Montana. Let's open this up. Again, this is something you see on a lot of bunkhouse models, but very rarely do you see it on a rear living model, so I love that they did this because this is something I want. Your outside entertainment center. You see right here you have a 40-inch TV, so very large TV, plenty of room for everyone to sit out around and be able to watch it. You have some cubby holes up top for storage, additional room down here to plug in, so if you need to plug in any kind of components like a DVD player or something, you know, you can go ahead and do that. Some extra drawers there, and a full-size dormer fridge. You can see there, plenty of room. So if, for all of your condiments, any kind of beverages, you have everything you need right there. So I really love that they did this. I think it's really cool. On the back of the coach is a ladder. That way it's super easy to climb up onto the roof. Fully walkable roof there as well. So any kind of maintenance or anything you need to do to get up there, you can just climb this. You don't have to worry about bringing another ladder with you. So that's a cool feature too. Also, while we're taking a look up there, you'll see a backup camera. That's phenomenal. This is a big coach. Sometimes it can be tough to back up, so the backup camera really makes it a lot easier. You have a little handheld unit with a suction cup that goes in the truck. The two, of course, will talk to each other so you're able to see while you're backing up. Big window in the back. Love the rear picture window. This is the main area you're going to be hanging out, so that way you're able to see out the back. So if you do have a beautiful view, you can be able to enjoy that, whether it's lakefront, ocean view, whatever it may be. One other thing that's really neat, you have the outside TV and fridge that I showed you right under here. There it is. Somewhere under there is your propane quick connect. So if you do need to hook up a grill or something, if you want to be able to cook out here, you can easily do that too. 50 amp detachable power cord on there. I like detachable power cords. 50 amps can be a little bit heavier, especially if it's colder, a little bit tougher to coil up. But the really cool thing about detachable, you don't have a big hole in here for critters or anything to crawl up. And I'm telling you, shoving a 50 amp cord back into a unit is not easy. If you've ever done it when it's cold, I'm telling you, it's really hard. So being able to detach it and coil it up is definitely going to be an advantage. All right, let's head up front and I'll show you the convenience center, then we'll head in. So one of the things I love Montana does is right here on the off-door side is the convenience center. Everything you need is right here, centrally located. You'll see you have outside shower with hot and cold, everything for winterization. Your valves right there, and of course those are insulated, as I mentioned, for cold season camping. Battery disconnect, light to see. Another cool feature right there, this unit is going to be prepped for solar. So if you want solar, all you have to do is buy the panels, run it up here, plug it in right there, you're good to go. Of course, you can see everything can drop right down there, run it through nice and easy. Another cool feature right underneath here, if you take a look, this is going to be a storage for your sewer hose. So rather than having to go to the back of the unit and always have it shoved down into your bumper, this makes it a lot more accessible. Just take it off right here. You can see your terminations right there, hook it up, and you're good to go. Welcome to the inside of the 2017 Keystone Montana 3661 RL. One of my favorite parts of this fifth wheel is right here. You have this beautiful decorative truss going across. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love this beam. Gives you the nice room separation, just really great look. So very cool that they did that. This, of course, is the entertainment area. If we take a look right here in the center, 48-inch TV, plenty large, so whether you're going to be on the theater seating or on the couch, you can easily see it. Soundbar up top for superior sound quality as well. Now right here's the Multimedia Center. I did touch on that briefly when we were outside, as this controls your outside speakers, but also this is a CD, a radio, and a DVD player. So if you do want to watch a movie, you can go ahead and pop it right in there. Storage all the way around, both up top here as well as both sides, so great for DVD collections, anything else you want to put in there. You can see you have the room to do it. Then down below, additional storage on both sides there, and in the center is the fireplace. Gorgeous fireplace. You have the rocks around there, and not only is it beautiful and give a nice ambiance, but also it's going to be very functional. You can turn this on, it'll blow out some heat, basically a big space heater. Cool thing about that is it runs off electric, so it'll take the chill off in this area, and you don't have to use up any propane. Take a look at the back of the coach. Trifold sofa, extremely comfortable. You see, kind of have like the pillow top on there. Cool thing about a trifold, if you're not familiar, this is the preferred style of sofa sleeper in an RV, because when you fold this out, it's going to be all cushion for the bed. You don't have a big bar on your back like your standard pullouts, and you don't have to worry about waking up on a deflated air mattress. So extremely comfortable to sit on as well as to sleep on. Beautiful windows all the way around, let in a ton of natural light. The other neat thing about windows in a Montana, every window in a Montana opens. So it doesn't matter where it is, if you see a window, it's going to open. A lot of manufacturers try to cheap out there and they'll put in windows that won't open. Not the case here. Roller shades on there as well, slow rise shades. Cool thing about roller shades, they work a lot better. You don't have strings breaking, you don't have blinds bending, and they're nice beige colors. They blend in well, don't make it feel closed in. Both sides of the couch, you have excellent shelving space there and a plug-in, so if you do need to plug in a cell phone or a tablet, you can certainly do that. Now you have dual opposing slides right here in this entertainment area, which is why it's nice and open. You can see the big floor space, and in your off-door slide here, dual theater seating. Both of these will recline. The other cool thing, these are both going to be heated. So again, turn on the fireplace, kick on the heated theater seating, and it's just a really comfortable experience. Right here, dual cup holders, and you can lift this up. You have nice storage right here in the center. The other neat thing is right in the front, you do have an extra plug-in, so you can lift that up. It'll expose some USB ports, so if you want to charge your cell phones, you can do it right there in the center. Windows all the way around that too. Take a quick look up at the ceiling. Some things of note. One right here is the ceiling fan, so that's cool to have. Helps push a lot of air down, circulate the air. LED lights throughout the entire coach, which are phenomenal. That way it's going to be a lot less of a power draw. So if you are out camping where you don't have full hookup, that's going to be advantageous. Also, even if you do have full hookup, the LED lights don't get near as hot, so still going to be a benefit. Also, you'll see the auxiliary lighting on the sides is just gorgeous, really gives it a nice cool look, which I like. And then if you notice, there's not a big white box right here for AC. Instead, on both sides you have air intakes. That's because this is going to be a quiet cool AC. Not only do you have the quiet cool here, you also have the quiet cool in the bedroom, and that's going to be a great thing. That's going to be 30% quieter than your standard AC, which when you're watching TV, when you're trying to sleep, that's a big deal. Also, as I mentioned about the heat, you have the fireplace, you have the heated seats. This quiet cool AC has a heat pump too. So you kick that on, it's all electric heat. If you have that full hookup, that's free heat. That's a big deal. It's absolutely phenomenal. Let's walk this way a little bit. Again, you get dual opposing slides here, really opening this kitchen area up, which also allows for a center island. Love the center island, gives you great prep space. Of course, you have some plug-ins. You need to plug in a blender or anything. High-rise pull-out faucet here makes it nice and easy to do dishes. You do have the sink covers, solid surface sink top covers on there. Take a look at that. Undermount stainless steel bowl. They can undermount it because you have the solid surface. Big bowl here, which is awesome. Smaller bowl off to the right. Then take a look at this. This is really cool too. Usually you have these big covers. Where do I put them? Montana's already thought of that for you. They have this shelf built in right here, so you can just just slide them right in there, tucked away. You don't have to leave them at home like you may have had to on previous coaches. Also additional storage on this side here. And you have this pull-out drawer. And one of my other favorite parts, take a look at that. Pull-out trash can. Don't have to worry about where to put it. You have a dedicated spot for it right there. Across the way, again, excellent countertop and prep space here. You can see a plug-in, perfect spot for your coffee maker or toaster, beautiful decorative backsplash, Atwood cooktop, and this cover is really neat too. Again, you normally have the same problem with your sink top covers. Where do I put them? Not a problem in the Montana. Folds up just like that, and not only does this make it nice and convenient, but it also kind of doubles as a backsplash because this solid surface is really easy to clean. 3-burner Atwood cooktop there. Front one is high output. The other neat thing about this cooktop, you'll see the front is stainless and so is the top. Again, another place some manufacturers try to cheapen out is they'll put a black top here. Not the case on the Montana. Big oven right there. Bank of 4 drawers, very wide drawers. Take a look at that. Huge drawers here, which I love. Just gives you a ton of space. You can see your silverware tray right there, but plenty of room for everything you will need, and an additional drawer right here underneath the oven. Up top, you'll see additional storage there, as well as on the side. Great pantry space, love that. And a huge convection microwave. If you take a look at that, we'll open it up. That's absolutely massive, 30-inch in there. So, you know, if you need to cook a Thanksgiving turkey, you can do it. Big advantage of convection, of course, is it's gonna cook faster. Also, it's a lot easier to clean, doesn't put out the heat that your standard oven does either. So a lot of advantages to that. Or if you just want to use it as a microwave, you can certainly do that too. Samsung residential refrigerator, absolutely massive. You can see all the space you have in here, some extra trays. Down below is your freezer drawer. This slides out. You can see you have plenty of space there as well. And the idea behind this is that, you know, when you're taking these big coaches, a lot of times you're gonna have full hookup because, you know, the residential refrigerator only runs off of electric. And so, you know, when you're parked, of course, this will run just fine. When you're going down the road, for those of you that don't know, you do have an inverter, so this will run off the truck as well. Make sure your food stays cold while going down the road. But I love having this massive refrigerator. You know, you're gonna spend a lot of time in here. That's something you're gonna want. Right behind me, not only do you have a lot of food or a lot of space for cold food, but take a look at that pantry. Huge pantry space there. So, you know, enough room for all of your s'more fixings, boxes of cereal, Oreos, whatever you want. You can fit everything right in there. And then right here in the hutch, again, great storage there. LED lights make it nice and bright. We have the decorative backsplash. You can see you have 2 more full extension ball bearing drawers. Cool thing about this, you know, if it were me, I would use this kind of like a catch-all when you come in. You know, you can take your keys, whatever, toss them right in there, close it. Just makes for great storage space. Storage underneath. And then this right here, this is the central vac system. So you can go ahead and plug your hose right in there, and down below is the toe kick. So what you do, you're going to be sweeping up dirt kind of like a hair salon, right, with your broom. Sweep it right over here, lift that up, it's going to go right in there. When you're done, you just take your foot and kick it down, and then that will close. So really cool and easy to use, just a great feature to have. In the slide across from the kitchen is the freestanding table and chairs. You'll see there are 2 chairs here, but it does come with 2 foldable chairs as well that look identical. The other cool thing about the chairs, you will notice you have storage right here underneath. If you do have additional guests, you need more table space, not a problem. Table pops open just like so. You'll have a leaf right here. You can go ahead and insert it so you have plenty of room. Excellent windows all the way around too, letting a lot of natural light, and again, because those windows open, allow for a great cross breeze. Come up the steps here, a couple quick things I want to show you. One is this grab handle. This is nice. They already went ahead and put it in for you. It really helps if you have to go up the stairs or down the stairs, especially at night, to make sure you're not going to trip. Then right over here, we'll open this up. You'll see there is the coat closet, so perfect. So when you come in, you can just go ahead and hang your coats up right there. And then this is the control panel. This is great. It's very well laid out. Everything is going to be labeled from your tank heaters to your lights. Just very convenient. Everything right there. And it has a door centrally located. If kids come in here, you don't have to worry about messing with the controls, anything like that. All right, We're going to go into the bathroom here. A couple other cool things about the bathroom. One is the door itself. So most of the times in your fifth wheels, the door's either going to swing out this way, which is going to block you off from the main area, or it's going to swing out this way, blocking you off from the bedroom. Not the case here. What Montana has done is they went ahead and put in a pivot door. So the way this opens is just absolutely phenomenal. You can come on in and take a look, but I just love what they've done. You can access it that way from either side. Right down here in the corner is your porcelain toilet, foot flush lever, plenty of leg room. Above that is a massive linen closet. You can see right there, you have plenty of room for towels, everything else that you're gonna need. And then big one-piece residential shower there. You can notice you have plenty of shelving space, hand wand with the shower arm, which is awesome, and a big skylight up top. You'll also see a seat in there, so if you need to sit down, you can do that. Mirrored medicine cabinet with storage behind that, and then down below is a huge vanity, great countertop space with additional storage. The bedroom of the 3661 features a full walk-around king bed. That way it's nice and easy to make as you can walk up onto the sides. Also, plenty of storage underneath. We can lift this up. You'll see there are the chairs I was mentioning a little bit earlier, but just a ton of storage, and this will be strut supported, so it's nice and easy to lift up as well as lower back down. Both sides of the bed feature a large shelf. You will also see the cubby holes there, which is wonderful. So that way if you have a glass of water, if you need to charge a cell phone, you have electrical outlets on both sides, you can do that too. One more cool thing about this king bed, this is the iRelax sleep system. It is extremely comfortable. It's a memory foam. That way when you buy this RV, you don't automatically have to replace the mattress right away. It's something you can sleep on right from the factory. Up front is the leather headboard, which is great. Not only is it beautiful, but it's also functional. If you want to sit up and read, you can do that. A couple LED reading lights. Windows on both sides allow for a great cross breeze. Let's take a look up at the front of the coach. This is your wardrobe. Plenty of space here. You'll see that you have great shelving space. Up top is hanging space. Mirrored doors on the other side. Here's a big shoe rack. You have an electrical outlet in there too. Now, if you want washer and dryer in this coach, you can see right here you have the vented door, and that is exactly where your washer and dryer would go. You can just take these shelves out, go ahead and put it right there. If you don't want washer and dryer, however, you do have two very large additional shelves and additional hanging space across the top. Let's take a look at the foot of the bed. Another big window. Not only does this let in a lot of natural light, but as I said, this will open, so you can open up the two windows by the bed, open this one up, have a nice cross breeze coming through. Right here's the TV. You'll see this has a nice frame. It's absolutely gorgeous. An electrical outlet right there, so if you need to plug in, an alarm clock or auxiliary equipment, you can do that. And a bank of two drawers underneath for any clothes that won't fit up front in the wardrobe. One last thing I like to talk about, as I mentioned, we were out there. If you take a look right up here, you'll see once again, you don't have the big box. You're just going to have the air intakes right there. And that's because, again, this is a quiet, cool AC in the bedroom. And so it's going to be much quieter. You can sleep without having to feel like there's a hurricane right above you. Really neat feature. All right, folks, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. Again, this is the 2017 Keystone, Montana 3661RL. This is a fantastic couples coach, one of my favorites. Outside, not only do you have superior construction with the Montana in the awesome convenience center, but you also have that outside entertainment area. That's phenomenal. You don't see that very often in rear living coaches. Usually it's on a bunkhouse, so I love that they have that. Inside, they've just mastered. You have that beautiful decorative beam. You have a great layout with the couch in the back, theater seating directly across from the TV, huge kitchen with large pantry, residential refrigerator. Everything about this coach is phenomenal. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave those in the section below, or you can always give myself, Ian Baker, a call here at American RV, and I'll be happy to answer that way as well. If you have particular questions about the specs on the unit, such as length or weight, I recommend you visit our website, which is AmericanRV.com, and you'll find all the answers you're looking for. Thanks again for watching. I'm Ian Baker, and I can't wait to see you on the road to freedom.